What's up, the squad? Back with another video. I see the title going down. Make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button for me, please. Y'all see it right here. Definitely insane when it comes to Ilhan Omar. You already know. Post right here is Byron Donalds. As y'all, I don't know if everybody's seen the video that's watching this, but y'all can look it up. It was Ilhan Omar on CNN, literally saying that ICE, the Operation Minnesota is, unlawful. And calling it unlawfully, but it's definitely perfectly lawful. And you see that, you have, and this is what I was talking about in my last video. You have these individuals getting on, CNN, MSNBC. You got these individuals getting online, getting on there, and they're lying. Not only are they lying, but they're putting out more and more when it comes to, violence. And it's truly not right, for individuals to do, especially after the incident that happened. Check it out.
She said ICE's operation is unlawful. I contest that. That's not true. It is perfectly lawful, isn't it?
Rep. Omar is delusional. I don't know what the hell she's talking about. First of all, ICE has a legal mandate from the federal government because deporting illegal aliens is legal in America. President Trump is following the law, unlike President Biden, who was flouting federal immigration law. That's number one. Number two, you do not have the ability or the right to impede law enforcement, whether that's local law enforcement, state law enforcement, or federal law enforcement, from carrying out their duty under the law. You don't have the ability to do that. Listen, nobody wanted to see this woman killed yesterday, but the fact of the matter is that she turned her vehicle directly at a law enforcement official, and any law enforcement official is trained to defend themselves. And that doesn't also discount the fact that in the state of Minnesota, the governor, the mayor, and other elected officials have been fomenting protests against ICE officials. That's why these ICE officers are having to wear masks, because they don't want their photos taken and them to be doxxed on social media,
Exactly.
Have their families now be harassed, have their children be harassed. They're trying to protect their identities so their families are safe while they're carrying out the mission given to them by Donald Trump, who has a political mandate to deport criminal illegal aliens. Rep. Omar is delusional. So is the mayor of Minneapolis. So is the governor of Minnesota. They are wrong. President Trump is right. ICE will continue the mission. That's where this is going to go.
Tell us how you really feel. Congressman Byron Donalds, good stuff. Thanks very much.
I ain't gonna lie, you spoke the truth. Definitely spoke the truth. And one thing about it, it definitely needs to be done. That's how I feel about it. It definitely needs to be done. And that's it, and that's all. I mean, I truly support it. There's so many things going on, especially when it comes to this fraud. I'm telling y'all. It says right here, Ilhan Omar caught trying to launder $1 million U.S. taxpayer dollars to a fake Somali-owned substance abuse facility. The address is really a restaurant, y'all. Check it out.
Covered the other day, and one of our spending bills making its way through Congress was a $1 million earmark from Representative Ilhan Omar of Minnesota, which was an earmark that was supposedly going to a substance abuse clinic, which actually happened to be housed in a restaurant and run by 3 individuals that share the same residential address, according to their IRS paperwork. Tons of red flags. So this is what we saw with the fraud involving the daycare centers. Now we see other earmarks coming directly from members of Congress where it seems fraud is being perpetrated as well. So I raised the issue, and fortunately, the House has now stripped that earmark out of that spending bill. But again, this is how easy money has been flowing to bad actors in Minnesota.
So as y'all see, as y'all know, you're literally having these days, if y'all have seen different videos, I don't know if everybody has seen, a lot of videos, and that's why I try to put as many as I can, into my video. But if y'all notice, when you see individuals go out in Minnesota or you're going to these different places, it's usually a business with multiple businesses inside. Whether, they just say, it was in a restaurant, There's places, and I'm gonna show y'all. You know, when they had those healthcare businesses or whatever that was, it was what 17, 18 of them. Just like this is a post by Benny Johnson. Nick Shirley enters a Somali grocery store in Minnesota and discovers several businesses crammed into one building, y'all. Says man running a phone company openly admits to wiring money to Africa. I'm telling y'all, it's truly bad. Follow the money.
Out of this grocery store, it's actually not just like a normal grocery store. There's actually a bunch of other stores inside of the grocery store. So right here you have one store, right here you have another store, and then right here you have another store, then up here you have another store. In total, inside of this section of the grocery store, there are 6 separate stores. How's life here as a Somalian?
Life is good. I do phone bills, sending money to Africa. That's where I do. The business is good.
And how have you seen the rise of Somalians and the rise of Islam here inside of Minnesota?
As well, you know, the rise is good and been allowed. We have a place to pray, and life is good.
How long have you lived here in America for?
For 10 years now.
Bro, I'm telling y'all, bro. I'm telling y'all. The crazy thing about this, a lot of them will say either 10 years or 8 or 5 or 6 or something like that. This stuff has been going on for 12 years, y'all. From what I've seen, from what I was told, this stuff has been going on for 12 years. And it sounds like he was one of the first.
And when you came here, did the government bring you here, or did you come here by your own choice?
I came here by my own choice. I was one of the refugees from Uganda. I was brought by UN.
You were brought by the UN to come into the United States?
Yes. And life is good, you know. We try to enter into businesses. We intermingle. And, we do what is required.
We do what is required. I'm telling y'all. Y'all got the godmother of it all. Ilhan Omar. And the head of it all, Tim Walz. Says Border Commander Greg Malvino just announced the arrest of 2 illegals in Minnesota. Both are from Somalia and both have criminal backgrounds. Check it out.
Will not touch immigration. We arrested 2 illegal aliens from Somalia today on the streets of Minneapolis, both with significant
sexual assault. One of them is a sexual
One was sexual
battery.
assault, and others had very long rap sheets. Where are the police arresting them? Or if the police do arrest them, why aren't they turning them over to ICE and Border Patrol? When you ask them that, they don't seem to have an answer, Laura.
And then my thing is like, y'all, I don't know if y'all have been paying attention, but if y'all realize a lot of these people, a lot of the individuals that own these daycares and work at these daycares are men. So, I mean, it's definitely sickening. Kids are not. It's definitely sickening and nasty, you know, of them wanting, you know, this. I'm telling y'all, it's just a lot. It's a lot to go into. It's a lot to go into. Not even gonna lie to y'all. Says Minnesota Marriott terminates employee who exposed ICE agents' identities. I don't know if y'all seen my last video, but the last video, pretty sure it was the last video, right? No, it was this video. This video, last video, whatever. I'm sorry, I forget. It's very, very important, you know, that their identities don't get exposed. That's why they're wearing, you know, masks and things over their face because of the safety. Y'all see what they're doing, you know, on the street to these ICE agents, but you know, to have, you know, an employee actually taking pictures in a group chat, you know, in a group chat and literally sending this around, this stuff is truly not it. And the blame for it that I have, you know, is Tim Walz, Ilhan Omar, Jacob Fry, and the rest of them, because I truly feel like when they get on there and they get to saying, you know, these things, oh, we're at war with the government, we're going to send National Guard, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, it's not a good look.
Minnesota Marriott confirming they have fired the employee who leaked names, emails, and images of ICE agents staying at the hotel. The data was posted on an anti-ICE Reddit group with the caption, ICE staying at Residence Inn in Bloomington, and 3 males and 3 females staying at this hotel, alongside photos of their information. Marriott's corporate office telling Fox News, quote, the privacy and safety of our guests is of the utmost importance to us. ICE is praising the hotel chain for their quick action and pointed out that agents have faced a 1,300% rise in assaults.
I'm telling y'all see it right here. Y'all see it right here. It's literally it's and that's why I say I blame Tim Walz. You know, I blame all of them because of what they're doing, what they're putting out. People are listening to that. They're listening to that, and they clearly, you know, think that this is something that's very okay to do, and it's not. It's not okay. Says protester outside the Minneapolis ICE facility today admitted to Laura. I'm sure y'all know Laura. That it was her job to be there. So a lot of y'all have been commenting and saying, "Oh yeah, they're paid to be there." It's definitely true. The woman said it herself. Check it out.
Shame! Shame!
Do you have a job? Do you have a job?
Shame! Shame! I'm getting paid right now! Shame! 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 I'm getting paid right now!
I'm getting paid right now. We know. We truly know. And the crazy thing about this is the pay that is pay that good to have that risk for you to do something ignorant and stupid. And to I'm just being real. Y'all know I'm being realistic. To do something so ignorant and stupid to put yourself, you know, in a harm's way. I'm just saying, y'all. Make it make sense. These individuals don't. Clearly don't. Says here, Minnesota, Mary, and I hope I'm saying this right. Marion Rarick says if any whistleblowers came forward to expose fraud, the left would make sure they lose their jobs, lose their homes. They'd be blacklisted from new jobs, and they would track their children. That's crazy. It's definitely sad, you know, and that's why, you know, individuals, you know, don't speak about it, these different things, you know, and it's truly sad and it's truly sickening that they're doing this. Check it out right here.
Ms. Rarick, you spoke about the retaliation that many have experienced in light of trying to expose the fraud and the corruption happening in Minnesota. Can you speak more to that and what people are experiencing when they try to sound the alarm on what's happening?
Right. So that retaliation's been going on for quite some time. If you look at what Faye Bernstein said in a news report or Newsweek article back in 2019, it started for her. And she was heavily investigated. She was actually moved to a different state agency. She was, retaliated against in every kind of way you can think. What's happened now is retaliation has escalated, and now it's you're going to lose your job, you're going to lose your home, we're going to track your children, we're going to make sure that you can't get a job anywhere else in state government. And for Minnesota, that means probably Minneapolis, St. Paul, Hennepin County, Ramsey County, Duluth, Rochester. You can't get a job anywhere that Democrats control.
That's pretty terrifying. Do you think that's going to prevent people from continuing to speak out on the issue?
Well, we are really hoping that with all of this light on it and, telling people that this is the retaliation, that if something like that does come to fruition, right now it's threats, although some people have been fired, that they have a little bit more ability to speak up and speak to us and that we can cover them in that way. But it's been really, really bad, and it's been bad for quite some time.
Pretty wild. Not even gonna lie. Definitely pretty wild. They truly, truly, truly don't care about anybody but themselves. Y'all can clearly see right here. This is posted by Laura Loomer. This morning, Somali Congresswoman Ilhan Omar refused to condemn the violent open border agitators' actions in Minneapolis, where protesters are literally being violent towards ICE agents and burning the American flag. Check it out.
Good morning, Congresswoman. Will you condemn Minneapolis's pro-open border agitators' violent actions of attacking ICE agents and burning the American flag?
She don't care.
It seems the open border agitators are being pretty violent towards law enforcement this morning. Would you like to comment, Congresswoman Omar? Are you sure you want to like to comment about Minneapolis's open border agitators' violent actions?
They're not saying nothing. They truly do not care. And they see and they feel, that they're truly in for it and they're in trouble. And they know that things aren't going to end well. But, always good news. This is Nancy May says we are moving to subpoena Ilhan Omar and her brother, husband's immigration records. The fact raised serious questions about potential federal marriage fraud. Says the public deserves full transparency. If true, Ilhan Omar must be denaturalized and deported. Definitely. Not even gonna lie. Don't want y'all to ever forget this. This Ilhan Omar's net worth. 30 million. 30 million. All of this literally, it's one thing about talking about it. This ain't adding up. Something wrong. And that's why I keep on saying I thank Nick Shirley for doing this, because not only did Nick Shirley go and do it, and shed a light on it, but he's got others getting on this, getting on top of it. Not only, you know, other independent journalists, but the government, you know, and I truly, truly, truly appreciate that. Make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. Definitely appreciate y'all. Much love, everybody. Catch y'all next one.